Hey everyone. We're gonna stop laughing now, maybe.
No, it's a good intro. It's funny.
Do your minis suck? We're gonna find out about that today. And here is the absolute, real, hard truth.
I'm just gonna jump right in.
Yep.
All the way, right in the deep end.
They're gonna get the answer before the intro.
No,
no, they don't. They do not. There we go. We're done. All done.
All right, I didn't want to put that much effort into it anyway. This is Mandy's mini, and well, this is Ben's mini. As you may have noticed, it is not Mandy's quality. But that's okay. I think he's cool. And I think I did a good job on it. What's your thoughts?
Absolutely. That is the best mini you've ever painted.
Oh, well, that's high praise. Thank you very much. It's not even the most recent mini I've ever painted.
No, but it's still his best, or at least my opinion. But that's the important part. It's all opinion. It's subjective. This is art.
And we're together. We're a thing. Like 20 years a thing.
We're married.
Her opinion doesn't matter. Don't tell her I said that. That's the reality of it, right?
Yep.
Are you happy with it?
With that?
No. If you're happy with a piece.
Oh, yeah, that's all that matters.
Are they happy with their piece?
They should be.
Then it doesn't suck.
You know what? Mini painting is hard. Vince Venturella, you guys know I love him. He did a video recently where he talked about the learning curve, where you come in and you happen to start painting and you think, hey, these are great. I am awesome. I'm a good painter. And then you see what everyone else does and the professional miniature painters. And you go, oh no, I suck. And from there, you just always think you suck. I'm there. I've done it. And yeah, that's not the truth. The truth is your minis are good.
And only like 10 or 20 people in the whole world, are going to get to that level. It's rare to be the best. And
you don't have to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hobby. We're all doing this for fun.
I'm not. I do it as a job.
Most of us do
But
this.
it's fun. I do it as a fun job.
Most of us do this for fun.
Yes.
And do you really want to fight and argue and agonize over being the best at what you're having fun at? What, you're the best at having fun? Is that what we're going for? I mean, work hard to improve. This is not the first mini I painted. It's much better than the first mini I painted.
The first mini he painted is 1,000 times better than the first mini I painted. I think everyone by now has heard my Scary Mary story. Thick craft paint that I didn't know how to work with, I didn't know to thin down, and it was old and drying out on top of that because I knew nothing. I knew I had some craft paint and I had a mini. And she's scary. Very, very scary.
And I got to learn from her mistakes and benefit from the fact that I spent an awful lot of money on all that paint you see behind you, and
specially designed for miniature painting. So as I learned more, I obviously improved. Another aspect of that is not to give criticism, even if you're trying to be helpful, unless it's asked for. I rarely ask for feedback or CNC.
Define your terms.
CNC?
Yes.
Critique and criticism, I think.
Or critique and comments and critique. But yeah, there are a lot of people that don't know these things.
I don't really know these things. It's CNC. That means you're asking for, recommendations, advice. The important thing is don't offer it, because you don't know how even that light little suggestion that you tried to put out there might be taken wrong. And some of us just don't have thick skins.
Do you want to improve yourself and get better? Great.
If you don't worry about it. You don't have to.
I don't particularly want to get much better. I am very happy with this level of painting.
And I actually do love this.
He's
got some great details on this cloak. I mean, yeah, okay, they're in the model, but it looks so cool with the dark red and then the black from the wash he did. Wash?
Wash and then red dry brush.
There you go. And it came out beautifully. And I absolutely love that. And that is probably the technique I would use if I were painting it. So
you'd add more highlights and pop more colors out of it, but...
Well, yeah, but I still think that this just looks amazing. And that's what I mean. You can find something you like in anything, at least something. And so, spread the love while you're out there. Why not? Because it comes back. You spread the love to someone else and somebody else spreads it to you. And that's how our community is great, and that's how we learn. And if you want to learn and get better, that's great. And if you have a tough enough skin to ask for feedback, go for it. Like I said, I don't. And even at my level, I really don't.
And there are tons of people out there in the community who will give you gentle criticism.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched a couple of Vince's, review videos, who has reviewed something along the lines of Her Scary Mary, and instead of looking at it and saying, oh my gosh, what were you thinking? He pulls out, you could do this better. I see where you tried to do this, and this is how you could do more. I like the color that you chose here. It's
helpful.
It's helpful and
helpful without being condescending, mean.
There it is. We are not a condescending group, and for the most part, we do our best not to be mean as a group. So, your minis suck? No, it really could have been that simple. But
you've heard it 1,000 times. Never compare yourself to someone else. And we all do it anyway, and regret it, but we all do it.
It's human nature. I will keep coming back to, and I know I've said it before, but I keep coming back to Scott's comment on Trapped Under Plastic, which is super fun and you should watch it. Basically, somebody asked him when you're done with a model, and he said, if you want to rattle can something green and be done with it, that counts as a painted model. You're done with it when you're done with it. We're not here to
judge.
Exactly. Unless you're going to put it in a competition and then you're walking into it yourself. We're all here to try and have fun, and we're all here together. Mandy said it more than once. The miniature painting community is the best community there is. And it is, hands down.
He took over my video. Did you notice? This was supposed to be mostly me talking when we planned this out.
I feel very strongly about this one. So do you.
I do, but I'm not allowed to get any of my points in right now because, wow, have you taken over?
I'm sorry.
Hey, you never do that. I'm impressed, actually. I'm just letting you go, in case you hadn't noticed.
I had noticed. I was wondering what was going on.
You never do this, so go for it. There was a few points I did want to make, though, in there. Seriously.
Please do.
I'm going to not get interrupted again. He has a bad habit of that, but we're working on it. The big thing is miniature painting is hard. And the fact that you picked up a miniature and put paint on it is an accomplishment in itself. And that's something that you should always be proud of. Whether it turned out the way you wanted to or it was complete and utter failure, you finished it. And that's something to be proud of and to be celebrated. along with the miniature community being absolutely great and welcoming, there is some things that I feel very, very strongly about. And I try to spend at least once a week going through Facebook feeds and Instagram feeds and checking out everyone else's mini so that I can get inspiration, because a lot of you are inspiring to me. Could be something as simple as a color scheme. Ooh, I love that color. I want to do a mini with that color on it. Or it could be something as complex as, wow, I really want to learn that technique and do it. Once you've put your minis out there for the world to see, it is so nice and rewarding to hear good feedback. Sure, I've seen lots of minis not painted to my standard, painted by a beginner, and I can always find at least one thing that I truly and sincerely like about that mini. And I try to post that. And even if it's something where I just said, hey, good job, kind of just means, wow, I really like that. You did good on it. That looks great. Or sometimes I'll say, hey, I love that color scheme. That's one of the benefits of this community. We learn from each other. And that is part of it. One other thing I do want to talk about is my favorite YouTube video. And surprise, surprise, it's not a Vince video. It's actually Ninjon. Wow. 3 big plugs. We're going to link to their channel. So if you haven't checked them out, make sure you do.
Definitely.
But especially this video Ninjon did. It's one of his less popular videos, and I don't understand why, because I rewatch it all the time. It is about
imposter syndrome.
Thank you. I lost the word. I keep wanting to call it fraud, and because he has the fraud on the thumbnail, the word fraud.
They go together.
It's about imposter syndrome and how no matter how many accolades you may start receiving, you feel like it's not deserved. And trust me, I feel that a lot. I've got some pretty amazing things going on between commission painting, videos that people are actually watching. Sure, I'm not a huge channel. We're not a huge channel, but
we're working on it.
That's okay. And who cares? The goal was, when we made this, was if we could help one person in any way, then it's worth it. And we're doing this more for our fun anyway. So,
and we've done that once. We have the infamous Jeff.
We do.
We have achieved our goal.
Not to mention, we did get a video. You guys loved that hair video. Who knew? Blonde hair.
The hair video is crazy. I'm still trying to figure that out. Thank you.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. We'll definitely link. But anyway, be sure you check out that video because it is something that does happen, and he addresses how to deal with it and how to deal with a lot of this kind of stuff. Very pertinent and relevant to what we've been talking about today. So check that out. It's definitely worth the watch. I promise.
Sorry, I had to make the actual button push.
We found the auto start feature on the video camera, so now we can just wave our hand in a certain spot and turn on the video, and we are so amused by this.
I honestly feel a little bit like a Jedi.
It's right here in case you couldn't tell. Okay, we need to wrap this up because we all need to get to painting because that's the fun of it.
And your paint job doesn't suck.
No, not at all. Not even a little bit. Never think that. And if you ever think that, rewatch this video.